Well, Carrie, to be honest, there's never a good time for banks to raise rates. I mean, can you imagine if they did it 6 months ago in the middle of the Banking Royal Commission, or even 6 months later, we'd still be talking about it. Westpac said that they waited for 6 months and that they're doing it because they've been incurring higher borrowing costs. What banks usually do when they make a decision like this is they're weighing up, well, are you going to upset customers or are you going to upset shareholders? In this particular case, by doing this, they've upset customers, but the share price actually went up after this decision. And if it's any consolation to people out there, most of us, whether we know it or not, we have bank shares. If you have super, it's being invested more likely than not in bank shares. So I guess in a way you are kind of making money off this.
Well, actually, that's a fair point. Do I make more money off the shares or lose more money on the mortgage? What happens?
Yeah, you're probably breaking even. Keep in mind, it's probably your super that's in the bank shares, so you'll be waiting a very, very long time to cash in on that.
You know
and
what?
a lot can happen between now and then.
In 50
he's
years.
a lot older than he looks.
So, what should customers be paying? What's a fair mortgage rate, do you think?
That's really, really hard to say. I would like to say nothing, as you know, being a customer myself.
I like that answer. We'll wrap it up there.
But the average variable rate in Australia is 4.28%. So if you're paying around 3.5%, you're winning. If you're paying anything above 5%, please shop around. I mean, I think shopping around is a great idea, no matter what you're paying, and it's probably the only way you can control this situation.
Del, does anyone shop around though? I mean, ScoMo says shop around, but even after all the bad press the banks have got over the last few months, how many people do you really think have got online and done that?
Do you know what? The thing is, I think most of us don't, but honestly, I actually do know people that just made a few phone calls to other banks, said, look, if I come to you, what can you give me? They went back to their bank, told them that, hey, I'm getting this rate there, they're offering me this. And the bank, because they don't want to lose the customer, did end up giving them a better rate. You'll be surprised, you might not actually have to leave a bank. You might just be able to talk to them and say, well, I called, your competitor and they're offering me a cheaper rate. Can you match it?
Do you want to just do that for me?
Name drop you, Del.
You just do it.
I wish I followed my own advice. Be a millionaire.
All right, Del, we'll leave it there. Thanks for your insight.
Thanks, guys. Bye.